You see something off in the fairway. You kind of go over and you look at it and you go, oh, there might be a head out, or this might be a dry spot. This might be a localized dry spot on the green. The heads might have got stuck facing outward rather than inward. Whatever the case is, you look at it and you go, oh, there might be something off here. You call your assistant, you call the irrigation tech, hey, can you look at putting green number 7 on the back right-hand corner? It looks a little dry. They go out, they check it. If there's a problem, they fix it. If there's not, you might hand syringe the green. You might hand water that area that day. If it's bent grass, it's a little hot, whatever the case is, you'll hand water that. You kind of touch it up, make sure it has a little bit more moisture than it might otherwise have just from the irrigation system. Okay, this is all standard common practice. You visually know what it looks like whenever it's dry, and oftentimes whenever it's too wet. Why would you not use the same exact method, observing the turf, when applying nutrients? We use soil tests instead, which I feel are completely flawed, almost entirely flawed. Why would you not use the turf to visually indicate to you that the nitrogen might be a little low, the phosphorus might be a little low, potassium might be a little low, so I'm going to add a little bit more. This is a philosophy of nutrient management that I know myself and at least one other peer in the industry have been talking about for years. When you see turf grass that is dried out and you want to apply a little bit of water, it's not like it takes 2-3 weeks for it to come back. It takes a day or two. I mean, it pops right back when you apply water. The same thing happens when you apply phosphorus. It doesn't take a week or two. It's a day or two, and it comes right back. Potassium, same thing. Manganese, same thing. Nitrogen, same thing. Sulfate is definitely the same thing. You apply a little bit of potassium sulfate or manganese sulfate, any form of sulfate, if it's truly deficient, you will see a response in days. It's the exact same process that you're using for water deficiency. We're simply saying, why wouldn't you use that for nutrient deficiency? In other words, just apply a little bit of nitrogen regularly as your regular routine management practice. And if you see a deficiency in phosphorus, if you see a deficiency in potassium, you can go out and quickly ameliorate that. You can quickly apply a little bit of phosphorus, a little bit of potassium, same day. And by the end of the week, it's fine. You're already wrapped up and good to go. And it's probably going to be fine for quite a bit of time, for weeks or months, particularly if it's phosphorus or heavy soils with potassium. In other words, the nutrient deficiency isn't going to come back in the next week. You've applied potassium, you've applied phosphorus, you've eliminated the deficiency, and it's going to stay that way for a while. Rather than constantly applying phosphorus, constantly applying potassium, the soil's naturally supplying all that for you naturally. Applying copious amounts of water, we all know, might actually result in a reduction in turf quality. We know that. The same exact thing happens for potassium. You apply too much potassium, you risk disease incidents. You apply too much iron, you risk burn. There can be harm to applying too much nutrient, just like there is harm to applying too much water. So to me, it seems like a no-brainer. Just apply nitrogen, just like your irrigation system just applies a little bit of water. And when you see the irrigation system is not quite enough, you apply a little more. When you see the nutrient applications aren't quite enough, you apply a little bit more. And you see that right here on the page. You see it. It's the most common method. 87% are just looking at their turf to apply water. So you guys know you're doing this now with water. I just don't see it to be too much of a leap to do it with phosphorus and potassium. Phosphorus deficiencies are the most easy deficiency to identify is phosphorus. So if you don't see it, don't apply it.